Okay, we're back with part two of our special interview with Nitin Kawale, the president of Cisco Canada. Nitin, thanks a lot for doing this again.
My pleasure.
So you talked briefly about the public sector, and there seems to be a move afoot that they want to try and take the government, that is, more of that business opportunity from the National Capital Region partners in-house. Is that a concern of yours at all?
Well, it's an interesting question, and I think that the easiest way to look at this is that I've never seen this kind of a challenge. I think the real issue that the government has is that 23% of their people are eligible to retire yesterday, and 43% within the next 4 years. So in fact, they'll have a lot less people. And they have tremendous cost pressures and challenges in terms of re-architecting the government. So they're going to have to do a lot more with a lot less. And I think they're going to have to lean on industry and creative partnerships to do this. So I think there's a real opportunity actually for solution providers to help the government. And also, I think if the government's doing this, I think they're trying to retool so that they have a staff that understands these solutions and can work closely with industry so that the absorption of these technologies goes faster and drives those productivity gains quicker.
Have you at all addressed it with some of the government leaders in Ottawa at all?
You know, I mean, I've certainly addressed the issues around cost reductions, around productivity and innovation issues, but not in the way that you've asked the question in the sense.
What are some of the challenges that, from the conservative government on down, they're looking for in terms of IT?
Well, yeah, I think one of the biggest issues they have is that, the government's about to table a new budget, and we all know the cost pressures that they're under.
Right.
And one of the things that we've been trying to articulate to all levels of government, whether it be provincial or federal, is that there's a real opportunity to do what companies like Cisco and others have done, and to take anywhere between 10 and 20% out of your travel and living cost run rate is really easy to do, and the paybacks are anywhere between 2 months and a year. So what that means is there's a real unique opportunity. You don't have to transform all of government, and you don't have to boil the ocean, but you can take specific business processes that require lots of travel and say, you know what, here you can take 15 to 20% out. And to their credit, they all get it. Some provinces are accelerating beyond others, but this is, honestly, this is not an if or a when, it's a when. The if is long gone. So I always ask them, when is your when?
Okay.
Because this is the way the world's going, and I think the governments are getting it.
So John Chambers, a couple of days ago in his media session with me, was talking about how Cisco likes to help transform countries, and the examples he had was with President Medvedev of Russia and President Felipe Calderon of Mexico. And that's Mexico and Russia, and obviously it's not Canada, right? And I'm not sure if John Chambers met with Stephen Harper at all, but can Cisco transform a country like Canada, in your mind?
Well, I think there's opportunities to transform. And do I think that Cisco can help as the governments decide on their transformational plan? Yeah, I absolutely think so. To answer your question about John and Prime Minister Harper, we have that scheduled in August. So or at least we're hoping to have it scheduled in August. And the whole idea behind this is that I believe that Cisco has been a very, very good corporate citizen in Canada. We do a lot of R&D. As a Canadian, I'd like to see, given the fact that our country has done a fairly good job of surviving the global crisis, our financial systems are strong, we have a stable political environment, we have resources, foreign investments coming in. I think that Canada is could be a strategic global asset for Cisco globally. And it's one of the things that I'm working on with our leadership to say that, there's a reason to grow R&D in Canada. There's a reason to put investments into Canada to help the overall corporation. So I think that if we have these kind of dialogues with government leaders and our leaders, then I think we'll have a real opportunity to help some transformation occur in Canada.
So this morning I had an interesting conversation with your counterpart in the Netherlands, the president of Cisco Netherlands, Koch Staffer, I believe his name is. And he was talking about the challenges in a maturing market like the Netherlands. Where does Canada fit in? Is Canada a maturing market? Where do you see it?
This is the age-old question, right? Where do you lump yourself in? I think we have to look back and see what's happening around the world, right? I think you are seeing bifurcation, or even more, maybe it's 3 categories, right, in different economies. And there are different economies. You have countries that are growing dramatically in their GDP. You've got the fast lane, then you've got the slow lane, and I think Canada's in neither. I think we're kind of in the middle. And if we execute correctly as a country, address our productivity challenges, innovation challenges, get the SMB going, make the public sector going, I think we have a real unique opportunity to lead the mature countries in GDP growth. Okay. And I think that's the forecast. So I think the challenges are a bit different. That I don't think we're in the slow lane. I think our governments and our corporations are doing the right things, and we have a unique opportunity to differentiate ourselves in the mature countries. We may not grow as fast as those emerging countries, as big countries, but quite frankly, Cisco Canada is growing as fast as the emerging countries for Cisco.
That's good.
Yeah.
So finally, this is one of the best channel conferences in the industry. Can you ever bring it back to Canada? We had it in Vancouver in 2004.
I hope so. I mean, we're getting on people's radar screens for a great performance, and you heard about SMB and all those sectors. We're doing very well. We had it in Vancouver. I think the success was very, very good there. So yeah, I think we can bring it back, and maybe we can get you to help us do that.
I'll try if you want me to. Well, Nitin, thanks a lot for your time. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Nitin Kawale, ladies and gentlemen, the president of Cisco Canada. I'm Paulo Delnibleto, editor of CDN Computer Dealing News. Thanks for watching.